expect to win this hand. That's an awfully small bet. I might have picked up a flush draw. You know, just out of position here with literally nothing. And you know, I mean, I'm going to make that raise virtually every time. And this is a situation where I told you to fold Jack 10 earlier, but it's not exactly the same situation. I'm in the hijack here, and I think this raise is fine. I mean, more than likely you're going to be playing heads up against one of the blinds, and you're going to have position. So I have no problem with this raise here. But you also do have to keep in mind that, you know, if it gets re-raised, there's no chance of you playing this hand. Also, you only have 2,300 left behind, so the blinds might actually start to matter. He's going to check here, and I'm going to fire away like I have a king, because I'm supposed to. And you notice that I'm going to bet like half the pot here. There's no reason to bet anything but half the pot here. There's no reason to bet 700. There's no reason to bet 800. There's no reason to bet more than that. You bet half the pot there. Minimum investment. He has no reason to continue if he doesn't have a king. I mean, hell, he might even fold like pocket sevens or something there. So you bet half the pot. You know, you get away with what you can, and you make that same bet for value when you do have it. And in the long run, you're making more chips. Anyway, what's this guy doing? Just dumping all your chips in here with jacks on a king high flop and a raised pot, just praying to God. Oh my gosh, I hope he doesn't have it. Here's an idea. You're out of position. Why don't you check? See what your opponent does. I know it's a novel idea. You want to stick all your chips in. But, I mean, what is this guy doing? Really? You're going to stick all your chips in on a king high flop? So basically what you're saying here is, you don't have me beat, so you can fold, or you have a king, or, you know, aces, or, you know, anything that does beat me, so call and take all of my chips. So this is the classic example of the negative EV bet. This bet does no good. This bet is a losing bet. This is a losing bet. This is not what you want to do. You're only getting called here when you're beat, period. And you're only making him fold hands that don't beat you. So what are you doing? Okay, there's exactly one hand that this bet is a good bet against. Exactly one that this bet is really good against. And that's exactly queen, queen. That's it. Yes, it's possible that he could have like ace, queen of clubs, where he has two overcards and a flush draw, where he might fold to your all-in. That's possible, I guess. Well, in that case, why not bet like 3/4 of the pot and make him, you know, call to see another card? Because if he calls to see another card and then he doesn't hit it, then you're a big favorite, as opposed to flipping a coin, basically. So yeah, this bet right here is terrible. This is a terrible bet. Don't do this, kids. You got pocket jacks and a raised pot. The flop comes king high and you're out of position. Don't hit the all-in button. I like a check here. Yeah, you're giving the pre-flop raiser the initiative. Yeah, it's king high. Yeah, if he's a decent player, he's going to bet almost every time. But if you feel that good about your jacks, maybe call a bet. Maybe see what the turn brings. Turn brings a 10 of spades. Maybe check again. You know, if he doesn't have anything, if he's got pocket queens, if he's got a flush draw, whatever, he might just check behind, take a free card, and you can reevaluate on the river. But if he bets again on the turn, you're done with the hand, because he raised pre-flop and it's king high and he's bet twice. So goodbye. So instead of, you know, donking off your whole stack, you lose 900 chips maybe. Maybe a little bit more if you bet a little bit more on the flop and you called. So not only did you get to see another card, but you didn't lose all of your chips. So, yeah, how to not play Jack-Jack. So, I mean, obviously his play is freaking automatic. Snap calling this with pocket aces. But yeah, minor adjustments. You know, go ahead and send in a re-raise, pre-flop with aces in this situation, heads up. And don't donk off your whole stack on a king high flop and a raise pot. There you go. That's it. Next. And we're back up to 33. So I mean, it's chips. You know. Blinds are 75, 150. Still, I mean, they're still really low. Let's play blackjack. Just kidding. Don't play blackjack, folks. If you're a good poker player, you have an edge. You have an edge in poker. No reason to throw away your money in blackjack. Even if you're a card counter, you can't count cards online because every hand is random. So, and you're not playing against other people. You're playing against the house. Even if you play perfect, and I mean perfect, basic strategy, and I mean perfect, you're still like a 52% dog or something like that. So it doesn't sound like much, but you're gonna lose. That's inevitability, folks. And that's perfect basic strategy. And anyone who's ever played blackjack in a casino, myself included, I will tell you, it's hard to play perfect basic strategy over a long period of time. It's hard. You make one mistake, your percentages tick away. And some of the perfect basic strategy plays are not obvious and they're not intuitive, and without actually, practicing, you don't know them. You think you know them, but you don't know them. How did that get out of line? Get back up there. Obviously, we're checking here. This is a terrible flop. This guy checks. I'm just going to fire right out here. I'm in the big blind. I'm supposed to have something. Good play. Most people aren't going to make. You're in the big blind. The flop comes 8 high. Fire out at it. That hits you. That's you. That's your range. That's your range, folks. You hit something. I don't care if you have queen 6 of 2 different suits. You hit something on that flop. Bet it. Because it doesn't matter what you have. It only matters what the perception is. Whoa. Pretty big raise. And he just calls. Huh. It's a big pot. Queen versus a flush draw, maybe? You have a flush draw yet, though. It's really close, actually. It's like he's giving him almost exact odds if he does have exactly a flush draw. But if he has overcards and a flush draw, he should call because he's less than a 3-1. Dog. Well, it's about... actually, he's just about right. Just about 3-1. Okay, that was absolutely nothing. And it looks like this guy's got a queen, and he's just pretty confident that he still has the best hand. At least that's what it looks like. Well, maybe this guy didn't have a flush draw. Maybe he's got something else. Could be like king-queen versus like ace-queen here. Wow, so just keep firing, huh? Oh man, I kind of wish people quit doing crazy things so I could, not have to analyze every hand. But here we go. Let's see, post line 150. This guy raises up to 375 with queen 10 suited from here. I guess it goes this way and then to the top. So he's in middle position. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind that raise to 375. And just calling here with ace-king diamonds. It's okay. I guess they both have a lot of chips, so I guess that's fine. He checks on the queen high flop. This guy obviously bets because he's got top pair. He bets 826. I guess that's fine. Without actually seeing what the pot is at that point. I don't actually know. And then he check raises. It's an awfully small check raise amount. Awfully small, like he's not giving his opponent a chance to fold a hand of any kind. He's actually saying here, put more money in. Then when the turn's a brick, I kind of like that bet, actually, just bricks in. But when you get called, dude, I mean, what are you doing? I don't like the raise amount. I don't like the check. I don't like check, raise, complete nothing. That's not a good play most of the time, especially here. I mean, if you got ace, king of diamonds here, why check, raise, complete nothing? You're putting so many extra chips in. Why not just bet into him here? I mean, you'll get a lot of information from just calling. I mean, you're not really getting any information here by him betting, because he's going to bet most of the time. So check raising here, I mean, you're putting a whole bunch of chips in to get basically the same information. Except for the thing is that when he calls here, you're done with this hand unless you improve. You check raise nothing and he calls, you're done. Like, this is a total blank. I don't know. I don't really like it. I don't really like the turn bet that much. But let's say, just for curiosity's sake, let's say the turn bet's not terrible, but you get called on your turn bet even. I mean, I guess if you're going to go with it, you're going to go down in flames with it, right? So he just continues to just fire out there. Man. So many extra chips just given away. So many extra chips just given away. Also, if he does have a queen, this is a bad card for you, because none of the draws got there, and, you know, doesn't help anything at all. So this is actually a good card if he's got a queen. That also lets him, I guess that doesn't let him chop with anything, but still, yeah.